Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for the live Reiki daily Reiki session, micro session. So we're going to start with 5 minutes of Reiki. After that, we'll do 5 minutes of free for all questions or cards of the day. And so, first of all, for Reiki, I am setting the intention for whatever will be of most benefit to each of you as individuals. And then the next thing that you guys need to know is that if you have a more specific intention that you would like to use, feel free to adjust that intention. And those of you who are watching after the fact, please know that you can go ahead and still set the intention to receive the Reiki, and it will do you just as much benefit as those of you who are here right now. Thank you for the thumbs up already. I do appreciate it. Let me get the Reiki going for everybody here. Hello there, Marissa, Linda, Yasmin Smith. Good morning. Good morning. Ricky Jorgensen. Hello, Willie Dog's mama. Look at you coming in right at the beginning. Glad to see you all here this morning. We are starting the Reiki at 10:27 a.m. Mountain Time, meaning that we will finish it up at 32 after the hour. How are you guys doing today? Aw, thank you, Yasmin. I'm glad to hear that you are good, my dear. I'm fantastic. I've decided I'm going to start taking a couple of days off a week. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm not going to be here. Yesterday, I went for a wonderful, wonderful hike. I did some sewing. Life is good. Well, I'm glad you made it this time, Willie Dog's mama. Ricky Jorgensen, you're being awful quiet. What's going on in your world? Marissa, Linda, how are you? Left leg and right knee. Isn't that funny? Because I'm feeling a lot of energy there. Actually, I'm feeling a lot of energy for somebody's whole left side. Got some base energy. We've got a lot of base energy going out today, like way more intense than usual. Base chakra energy has to do with you guys' feeling of security and stability in the world. So this has to do with family, work, assets, income, money, all those types of things. What's the matter, Ricky? How come you're so sad? What's going on? 3 more minutes of Reiki. We've got some solar plexus and sacral chakra going out too. Sacral chakra has to do with how you experience things in the world. How does food taste? How do textures feel? Do things feel good, sound good, smell good, or not? And solar plexus has to do with how you express yourself in the world. So we've got a lot of energy going into those areas, meaning you're going to have, those of you who are feeling that energy there, you're going to have energy shifts in those areas. Both legs, right arm. Eh, eh. Do you have a surgery coming up, Willie Dog's mama, or did that already happen? 2 more minutes of Reiki. Marissa Linda's being all quiet. Hmm. Hmm. I really wish we could do some candles for you, Willie Dog's mama. Prevent that surgery. Ah, that's what you're waiting on right now. One more minute of Reiki. Mm. That's the beautiful thing about Reiki. You don't have to know about it. Suga Q. Hey, hey, hey. Glad to have you in the room, my dear. You're just coming in for the last minute of Reiki, and then after that, we're going to do our free for all questions and cards of the day. Alrighty, so 32 after the hour. Let me wrap up the Reiki and open up the floor for free for all questions or cards of the day. Who's going to be first? That's an interesting question, Yasmin. Does this have anything to do with the question you asked me day before yesterday? Is Reese doing black magic on Yasmin and Bobby? Looks to me like whatever Reese is doing is more direct than black magic, and it doesn't look like it's working out too well anyway. Whatever you've got going on, I don't think you can pin it on Reese, honey. Diane Lennon wants a COD. Diane, you got a lot of chaotic energy going on right now. Okay, my dear. Diane Lennon, what you have coming up is the Death card. This just tells me that you're going through some major transformations. This is not anything to be afraid of, although I know it really looks kind of hinky. But basically, this just means that you have some changes going on that have to do with your inner core values. The way that you're interacting with the world, looking at the world, thinking about the world is changing and changing dramatically. And that is changing how you're interacting with people that applies to in the world. So that's what we've got for your card of the day. That would have happened within the past 24 hours or the next 24 hours. For you, Miss Diane. Willie Dog's mama question. Why is my sister or communicating with me, Amista? She's not talking to me at all. Okay. Are we talking about your twin sister? Why isn't Willie Dog's mama's sister communicating with her? You completely understand? Okay, cool. Thanks, Diane. Rena Sada, hello to you in France. Okay. It looks to me like she feels competitive with you, and she feels like if she doesn't talk to you, then she doesn't have those competitive feelings towards you. She just really wants to, looks to me like she wants to back off for a while and then come back after she's had time to get some of her feelings under control, and then come back and see if the relationship can work out better without her feeling competitive again. But there's something that she's feeling competitive with you about. I want to clarify this a little bit. We're going to use the Lenormand. What is this competitiveness about? La-dee-dee-dum. It looks to me like she feels like you guys are in competition for friends, and that you're in competition as far as whose marriage is better. So she's feeling like, maybe she's feeling like she doesn't have as good of friends as you, or as many friends of you, and her marriage isn't as good as yours, or vice versa. Either way, but she's not liking that feeling. that competitiveness there. Ricky Jorgensen for a COD. Lorraine Southwick, glad you made it, honey. Oh, I'm sorry to hear this is your last day in the country, Rena. You can always go back and listen to the Reiki later. Let's see. Ricky Jorgensen. Ooh, bye. Forget that Pisces, man. You got a King of Swords showing up, honey bunny. This is just telling me that there's somebody that you're interacting with either within the past 24 hours or the next 24 hours who is very logical. They pay a lot more attention to logic than they do to feelings and their heart. He comes up as somebody who's very responsible, doesn't really show a lot of emotion, may not even know how to show so much emotion, but very responsible. You can count on this person. That's how he comes up to me. Sugar Q needs a COD. Is it the new moon today already? It is the 13th already. I haven't really noticed it that much. Ooh, yeah, I have noticed it actually. Okay, so who is this card for? Stuff just fell out. Sugar Q. Okay. Sugar Q, you have a decision that's in front of you right now that you need to make. This is going to be the last question or card of the day, by the way, because that's my timer. Okay, so Sugar Q, you're trying to make a decision, and to make this decision, you're trying to break everything down and look at all the details and then sum it all up and figure out what's the best way to go with this. This card, when it comes in like this, comes in with a certain amount of advice, and that advice is whatever it is you're trying to decide about, bottom line it. Don't put yourself through all that trouble of trying to add everything up and all of that. Just come to the bottom line and make your decision based on that. Okay? So that is for Sugar Q. Alrighty. Candace, sorry I didn't get to your COD. Oh, she really hates you? Sorry to hear about that, Yasmin, but yeah, you can't pin it on her. La da 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 da. Made sense for you, Willie Dog's mama? Okay. La da 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 da. You knew it already, huh, Willie Dog's mama? That's trippy that she's been mirroring you. King of Swords is not a fire sign. I really don't like to assign signs to quartz. I know a lot of people do, but if you were going to, it would be an air sign. But a lot of part of the reason I don't like to assign signs is because sometimes the cards will come up under their sun sign, but sometimes it'll come up under their ascendant, which you may or may not know, or their moon sign, which once again you may or may not know. It's better to just look at the personality traits and figure out who it is. Right, Willie Dog's mama, you never struck me as somebody who is a competitive, envious type person. Okay, Yasmin. You're quite welcome, Sugar Q. You missed everyone, but you got your Reiki. You're quite welcome, Ricky. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Oh, that's definitely a moon thing, Ricky. New moon today. That's not crazy. That's what I do. That's just what I do. That's interesting. When somebody's the favorite, if they have a lack of attention all of a sudden, whether it's intentional or unintentional from somebody else, then they notice it a lot more than somebody who never really had that attention anyway. Well, different moons will affect us different ways. Like every time we have a new moon or a full moon, it's always going to be in a different sign. And so, like, whenever I have a new moon or a full moon in Scorpio, I don't even feel it. I don't know what it's in right now. But there are, whenever the moon's in other signs, I feel it quite heavily, and I feel it in different ways for different signs. So, like right now, I'm feeling it, and I hadn't even thought about what that was about. As soon as somebody said it earlier, I was like, oh, okay. Now I know what's up. Yeah, so everybody is going to be different. For me, because I'm a Scorpio, it doesn't affect me so much when it's in Scorpio. And there's a couple other signs it doesn't affect me so much. And there are some signs that it does a lot. Usually, if it's in Aquarius, then it affects me a lot. So anyway, that's my time here today. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by, for keeping me on my toes. Thank you for all the thumbs up. I appreciate that. You guys are so wonderful to me. Thank you for all your support. Those of you who would like to schedule a private reading or would like to schedule a private Reiki session where you have 1 hour of Reiki energy coming straight to you, it's an amazing experience. Feel free to contact me. You can find all my contact information at my website, which is www.amista.info. Once you've contacted me, I can usually get you scheduled in pretty out.